Welcome back to Liv Law Yoga. I'm super excited to share with you a fun little vinyasa flow practice today. As you can see, I don't have any equipment other than my mat and a little bit of space, so you'll need probably just the same things: your body, a little bit of space, a mat, and that's about it. Let's get started. We're going to get going today actually straight away in a downward facing dog. So plant your hands down real nice and firm, tuck your toes under, and then just gently start to let your hips pike up into a downward facing dog position. Ground down into your hands, ground down into your feet, and then for now, I know it's hard to do, but just don't think too much about the position that you're in. Just notice, like, when you hit downward facing dog, Ardha Uttanasana, what that is in your body. Notice where your weight is distributed, if it's up more towards your hands or more towards your feet. Notice if your right side or your left side is rooted down anymore. And slow down, just breathe. And we'll be here for the next 30 minutes. No, I'm kidding. We're not going to be here for that long, but we will be here for a little bit of time. Start to bring your attention towards your feet, your toes. So you're up high on your tippy toes, or your heels melting down. Do you have more weight on the inner edges or the outside edges of your feet? Again, towards the floor, just in front of you, your hands. Where is the weight in your hands? Try and focus on bringing your weight a little bit more between the knuckle of your thumb and your forefinger. And then gently wrap your triceps back behind you. Root down equally into both hands. It's going to be the safest way to work into your wrists. And then going back, find your ankles. So they square forward, so they're pointing to one side. Your knees, are they bent or are they straight? Your shoulders, are they hugging up towards your ears? Or can you melt them down your spine and just release the sides of your neck? From there, your hips. Can you think about lifting up your glute muscles away from your hamstrings? Almost like you're trying to untuck your pelvis, sticking your butt up real nice and high. And then from there, scoop your low abs in and up. And then think about gently drawing your chest towards your thighs as you look between your knees. We've been here for about 2 minutes now. Just breathe. It's funny, right? Sometimes this position is a place of rest. Sometimes it can feel like you're working pretty hard to maintain it. See if you can just be in stillness right here. Allow your body to soak in all of those different sensations that are coming up. Take a deep breath in. And take a deep breath out. Take one more full deep breath in right here. And then gently, as you breathe out, slowly start to ripple forwards with your spine. Separate out through your shoulder blades. Come and meet me all the way forwards in a high plank. And then from that high plank, you're going to stack your shoulders and your wrists. Remember, you can always come down to your knees if you like. We're still building up a lot of strength into the shoulders now. Keep your weight towards the inner edges of your hands. Soften your elbows. Squeeze your low abs. And then from there, gently squeeze your shoulder blades together on your spine. Let your chest sink down just a touch. Little scapular push-up. As you exhale, press the floor away from you. Separate out your shoulder blades, and then do that again. As you inhale, you gently let the chest sink down just a touch. And then exhale, you press all the way back up again. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, press them all the way apart on your back. And then gently return back towards a neutral spine. From there, gently pike your hips all the way up and back into your downward facing dog. And notice this time, if you go naturally towards the first position that you find yourself in, or if you go towards any of those little adjustments that you might have made before. Over time, it just becomes a little bit more autopilot. You get a little bit more comfortable with wherever you are in your body. As you inhale here, gently ripple forwards again. Take yourself back into your high plank. And then this time slowly, you have the option to come to your knees. You're going to bend your elbows, lower down halfway or all the way. Shoulders come in front of your fingers. As you inhale, roll over your toes, lift up your chest, take an up dog or a cobra, whatever feels best for you. And then exhale, pull your hips up and back, scoop the low abs, downward facing dog. Deep inhale through your nose. Gentle exhale through your mouth. When you're ready, come up to your tippy toes, bend your knees, look to the front of your mat, and then forward fold, right at the top of your mat, feet together. As you inhale, bring yourself into a halfway lift. And then as you exhale, gently fold forwards and down. Press the weight into the balls of your feet. Now take your hands, interlace them behind your back. Start to press your knuckles up towards the ceiling, and then just allow yourself to stretch out the front of your shoulders. You work them pretty hard in that, it's pretty much 5 minutes of just straight being on the shoulders. Release the back of your neck if you can. Really think here about just letting your body rest on your thighs. Stay for another deep breath in. Stay for another deep breath out. When your body feels ready, gently release your hands, lower them down towards the earth. As you inhale, bring yourself into a halfway lift again. And then exhale, fold it forwards and down. Keep rooting your weight down into your feet, bend your knees, drop your hips, meet me in a chair position. If you can here, join your palms together above your head, look towards your thumbs. Make sure that your knees and ankles stay stacked so your knees aren't moving forwards. Everything is pulling back, weight in your heels. Take a deep breath in to hold right here, and then as you breathe out, can you melt your shoulders away from your ears? Keep length through the back line of your body. One more deep breath in. As you breathe out, fold forwards, let that go. Inhale, lift your spine up halfway, find some space. And then exhale here, plant your hands down, step it straight back, find a high plank, shoulders over the wrists. Knees can always come to the floor if you need. Otherwise, as you exhale, we'll flow. Exhale, bend your elbows lower. Inhale, roll over the toes, lift your chest. And then exhale, pull up your hips, all the way up and back behind you. As you inhale, press into your right hand, float your right leg up, three-legged down dog. Exhale, bring your nose towards your knee, round your spine. And then do that again. Inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale, bring your knee towards your right elbow. It's a little bit of a side bend, working into your oblique. Inhale, open it all the way up again. Last time here. Exhale to twist, knee goes to the opposite elbow. Find that connection. Inhale, rise it all the way up and back again. Stay for an inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your knee to your nose, round your spine. Lift the hips and then step your foot between your palms. From there, ground your back heel to the floor. It's at a 45-degree angle. Windmill your arms up and open. It's at a 90-degree angle. You're in a warrior two. In this warrior two, reach with your hands like you truly mean it. Heavy through your tailbone. Lift up your front hip. Turn your gaze towards your middle finger that's out in front of you. Stretch your fingers as long as you can go, forwards and back equally. Good, take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Can you get a little lower while still seeing your big toe on that front right foot? From here, without moving your legs at all, flip your front palm. Bring your fingertips up towards the sky. So you're in a reversed warrior. You can stay like this, or maybe you choose to bring your right hand between your shoulder blades. Press the back of your head into your forearm, and then maybe take a bind. Fingertips grasp a hold of each other, and you take a little bit of a back bend here, opening up through that sideline of your body. Stay in this beautiful, strong warrior two for a deep breath in. And then gently as you breathe out, release your hands. Side angle pose, bring your forearm to your thigh, fingertips all the way up towards the sky, or maybe bicep comes by your ear. Deep breath in again. Lighten up through your forearm as you inhale, reverse your warrior, flip your palm to face towards the sky, arc it back. And then again, side angle pose, forearm comes to your thigh, hips slide back, fingertips lift. Let's do that one more time through. As you inhale, open all the way up and out. Exhale, bring your forearm towards your thigh and then just hold right there. Lighten up through those fingertips. Stay here for an inhale. So you exhale, if you want to get a little bit deeper, your fingertips might sneak down towards the floor. Make sure that your chest stays open here, collarbones are stacked. There's no sticking out of your butt behind you, everything stays tucked under. Deep breath in again. As you exhale, gently bring it all the way back towards that warrior two. I know it's a lot for your front leg. From there, reach your arms up to the sky, straighten your right leg, flex your foot, bend your left knee, sink it down, Skandasana, low side lunge. Widen up through your chest right here. Press down into the floor with your heel and then your left sole of the foot. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more full inhale right here as you are, and then as you exhale, look back to the front of your mat. Spread your wings wide, bend back into your front knee. Warrior two, reach the arms long. As you inhale, reverse your warrior, and then exhale, spin your hands down, frame your front foot, come up high onto the tippy toes of your back foot. You're now on a runner's lunge. So you inhale, let your chest lift up, let your hips lower down. And then as you exhale, slide your hips up and back, flex your front foot, bow your chin to your chest. As you inhale again, come forwards right here, and then gently plant the hands down, step back, take a high plank, palms are flat. Deep breath in. Breathe out, bend your elbows lower. Inhale, roll over your toes, lift up your chest. And then exhale, pull back your hips, downward facing dog, second side. As you inhale, float up your left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to your nose, round your spine, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, lift it all the way up and back. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, curl it forwards. Inhale, stretch it all the way up and back. Exhale to twist, knee goes to the opposite elbow, stay there. Inhale to lift all the way back up again, last time. Exhale, knee comes to your nose, round your spine, lift your hips, lift your heels, flex your foot. Gently step forwards and then pivot your back foot down to the earth. Windmill your hands up and open here. We're back in a warrior two. Hips are heavy, chest is lifted. Reach your arms out like you really do mean it. Drop your shoulders down your spine. Reach with your fingertips, real strong. Think here, if you can't see your big toe of your left foot, can you maybe make an adjustment, widen out through your hips? Maybe even come up a little bit taller. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. When you're ready right here, flip your front palm, reach your fingertips up towards the sky, keep that front leg bent, deep inhale. You can stay in your reverse warrior or bend your elbow, bring a hand to the base of your neck and then gently press your head back in towards your bicep, maybe hands bind behind you, deep side bend. Stay here for a full breath in. Stay here for a full breath out. One more inhale right here, and then as you exhale, release your hands, side angle pose. Forearm comes to your thigh, fingertips lift, lightness through your forearms, heaviness through your feet. So you inhale, rotate, flip it all the way back, bring yourself back into your reverse warrior, and then do it again. Exhale, forearm to the thigh. It's all about that fluidity, right? Inhale to rise it all the way back up. Exhale, bring your forearm to your thigh, and then this time we'll hang out right there. Your bicep can reach by your ear, or it can come up towards the sky, whatever feels best. If you feel pretty solid here, you'll hang out. Maybe you get a little bit lower. Hand comes down to the earth, and you find that full deep side bend. Keep tucking your hips underneath you, lengthening through the side of your waist. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, press down into your feet equally. Rise it up. Warrior two. So you inhale, straighten your front leg, reach your arms up, flex your foot, and then bend into your right knee. Sink those hips down and back behind you. You're in your Skandasana, your low side lunge. Like me, you have any ankle issues, you can always use your hands on the floor to support you. Now press into your palms, lift up through the chest, scoop your abs in and up. Stay for a deep breath in. Stay for a deep breath out. One more inhale holds you here. And then as you exhale, slowly start to bend back into your left knee. Rise up, warrior two. So you inhale, reverse your warrior one final time on this side. And then exhale, windmill your hands down. They'll frame your front foot. Pivot onto the back tippy toes. So you inhale, lower the hips, lift the chest. And then as you exhale, just pull your hips up and back, little hamstring opener. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, bend back into your front knee, plant the palms, step back, take a high plank, and then gently bend your elbows, lower down. As you inhale, roll over your toes right here, taking yourself all the way into that up dog, and then exhale, pull your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Deep inhale to stay. Deep exhale to settle. If you need a child's pose right here, this will be a really great time to take it. We got about 5 breaths. Know that you can move if you gotta move. You can be still if you gotta be still. When your body is ready, if you're in a child's pose, come back to your down dog. Rise up to your tippy toes, bend your knees and look forwards. Exhale, take a forward fold at the top of your mat. Nice and light to get there. As you inhale, lift your spine up halfway. And then as you exhale, gently fold forwards and down, belly button to the spine. Zipping your legs together, can you bend your knees and drop your hips? Meet me in that chair, hips are back, arms are up. Maybe you join your palms together, straighten the arms, look towards your fingers. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, pull your hands down towards your heart center, and then gently start to look over your right shoulder. Bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. If you notice that your left knee is starting to slide forwards, gently plug your femur bone back into its socket. Press down into your palms, open out through this twist. Hips are still sliding back. You're pressing your top palm down to the bottom one. That's going to allow you to twist right from the center part of your waist. Stay for a deep breath in. Hips back, stay for a deep breath out. You can stay as you are, or you can look down, lift up your back heel, so your left heel. And then with control, as slowly as possible, you'll lift that leg and gently, gently, gently step it back into your twisted lunge. If you lost me there a little bit, just come back into this twist in any way that you need to. If, like me, your back heel is pressing back real far, can you lift up a little bit more? It's just going to give you a little bit more core engagement. Good. Now take a deep breath in. Breathe out, twist 1 more inch deeper, and then stay for 1 more inhale. As you exhale, you'll unravel hands towards the sky, high lunge, and then exhale, open back out, warrior 2 again. Flatten your back foot, reach your arms out. Inhale, reach your front palm, your right palm all the way up towards the sky. Reverse warrior, option to find your bind, deep breath in. As you exhale, straighten your front leg. Triangle pose, reach, reach, reach with your front fingers, your right fingers all the way to the top of your mat. And then gently spiral your hands so that you're meeting me all the way in that triangle shape. Arms are in a straight line, 90 degrees up from the floor, shoulders roll back and down. Deep breath in, you can stay. Deep breath out, you can settle. 1 more full inhale right here. As you exhale, bend back into your front knee, rise it up, come back into that reverse warrior, fingertips all the way up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, gently windmill your hands down. Now frame your front foot, come high on the back tippy toe. From there, press down into your left palm, lift your right arm up, open twist, turn all 10 toes to the long right side of your mat. This could be where you stay. It's a beautiful place to stay. Otherwise, if you want to fire it up a little bit, maybe here your right hand comes towards your right shin, or even peace fingers towards the big toe. You'll slowly, with control, start to transition all the way into any variation of a funky side plank. You might move straight back to stacking the feet. You might reach one leg all the way up. You might take a little tree pose variation. We're going to stay here for 5. We'll breathe here for 4. Can you lift up your hips 1 more inch? You have 3, 2, on 1 with control. Step it back, wild thing. Right toes behind left. Press your hips up. Root down through your feet and your hand. Maybe your right hand cups the back of your head for support. Deep breath in. As you breathe out just as slowly as you came into this, come out, meet me in a high plank. Shoulders over wrists, deep breath in. Bring the crown of your head forwards. Breathe out, fold. Lower. As you inhale, roll over your toes, lift up through your chest. And then exhale, pull your hips up and back. Take a downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. As you inhale, come to your tippy toes. Bend your knees, look towards the front of your mat. Breathe out, forward fold. Hop, step, float, fly, handstand, whatever you need. Inhale, lift your spine halfway. Exhale, fold it forwards and down, and now bend your knees, drop your hips, squeeze your low abs in and up, arms above the head, chair pose last time that we're here. Joining your palms together, look up towards your fingertips, take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, hips slide back, hands to a prayer, twist right elbow, left thigh. Press down with your palms, gently hug your right hip back a little bit so your knees stay in line, and then just hold right here in this beautiful long twist. Take a full breath in to hang out as you are, take a full breath out. Just sink your hips down another inch. If they go down another inch and you hate it, you can always come back up, but you'll never know till you try it. When you're ready, lift up your right heel. With control, as much control as you can find, slowly start to extend your right leg back behind you. Real slow, real controlled. Until eventually you ground your toes back behind you and you find yourself all the way in this twisted lunge. Squeeze your inner thighs together, press down with your top hand, deep inhale. And then gently as you exhale, unravel arms to the sky, high crescent lunge. Exhale, open out, warrior 2. As you inhale, flip the front palm, reach your fingertips to the sky. You can stay, or you can take a little bit of a bind right here. Forehead, back of the head presses onto your forearm. As you exhale, release your hands, straighten your front leg. Slide your fingertips to the front of your mat. And then rotate, find a triangle pose. Melt your shoulders down your spine, lift up through your chest. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Press a little bit more weight here into the pad of your big toe. One more inhale. As you exhale, bend your front knee, rise it back up, come into your reverse warrior. And then exhale, pivot all 10 fingertips down towards the floor. Come onto your back tippy toes. And then open twist, lift up your left arm, right hand plants down. Turn all 10 toes here towards the left side of your mat. You could stay. You could step back into your regular side plank. Or you can bind the toes. You can bind the shin as I'm doing on this side. You could take a tree pose, anything that's gonna feel strong and powerful in your body. Stay here for 5. We're gonna take a wild thing, coming up in 4. Coming in 3, 2, and 1. Toes ground down, chest and hips lift. Option to cup the back of your head with your hand. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. As slowly as you came into this, gently start to come out. High plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, low plank, lower down. As you inhale, roll over your toes, lift up your chest. And then exhale, pull your hips all the way up and back. Take it into a downward facing dog. Full inhale is going to hold you here. Full exhale wraps the triceps back, melts your forehead down. Another inhale here is going to rise you up onto your tippy toes. Bend your knees, look to the front of your mat. Hop, step or float to the front of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, land halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. From there, plant your hands down, rise up onto your tippy toes, and then bend your knees so your knees go wider than your hips, but your toes and heels stay together, your butt sticks back behind you. Bend your elbows to create a little bit of a shelf here. Slide your knees all the way up towards your armpits, and then look forwards, lean into your hands. If you're like, nope, not vibing with this, you're just gonna hang out in any variation on the way here that we came to, okay? Otherwise, squeeze your lower abs away from your thighs, dome out through your upper back, lift up your right heel. And then lower it down, lift up your left heel. And then lower it down, lift up your right heel. And your left heel. And then keep on doing that until eventually you get a little bit of a hover time and all 10 toes are floating off of the mat. Crow pose. We're going to stay here for 5. We're going to land in a yogi squat in 4. In 3, 2, and 1. Ground down through the soles of your feet. Bring your hands to a prayer. Close your eyes and do not fidget. Deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. One more inhale right here. One more exhale. Looking just ahead of you on your mat, slowly start to lower down your hips towards the earth behind you. And then lean back slightly. Meet me in a boat pose. Knees are going to start to draw in towards your chest. Chest lifts up, toes float. We hold. If you notice that you're rounding through your spine, can you gently lift up through the collarbones? Option to hold the backs of your thighs or to tap your toes down. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Another breath in. Another breath out. Next time you inhale, we lower down for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. And then we lift up for 4. Lift up for 3. Just breathe. You have 2 and 1. And then we go again here. We lower for 4. Squeeze for 3. Lower thighs for 2. And for 1. Lift it up. Slow for 4. Breathe right here for 3. Good. You have 2 and 1. Go again. You lower down. This is 3. Breathe. You have 2 and 1. Lift it up. This is 4. This is 3. Keep breathing. 2 and 1. Lower down again. 4. Breathe. 3. Good. 2 and 1. Lift up. Here's 4. Last time. Here's 3. 2, 1. Lower down for 4. For 3. Breathe. 2. Hold it there. Lowest point on 1. Hold here for 5. Hold here for 4. We're going to lie down on our backs in 3, 2, and 1. Drop the head. Hug your knees into your chest. Close your eyes. Little rock side to side. Take a full deep breath in through your nose. And then let a full exhale come out through your mouth. From there, ground down the soles of your feet towards the earth. Feet are about hip distance apart and parallel. Some people say to make sure you can tickle your heels with your hands. For me, that always means my feet are actually a little bit too close to my body. So just make sure that they're hip distance apart and parallel with enough support for the length of your body. Now tuck your shoulders underneath you. Take a breath in. Then as you breathe out, we're going to start to lift. Your lower back lifts, and then your mid back, and then your upper back, and then suddenly you're all the way lifted up into a bridge pose. You can either robot your hands beside you, or you can just interlace your hands at the base of your spine. Press your pinky fingers down into your mat and lift up a little bit taller. We're going to stay here for 5. Keep drawing your inner thighs together. Don't let your knees splay out. We have 4. I know I have a cue for each number. Don't let your head turn from side to side. Chin away from the chest so that you can breathe. You have 3. Just breathe. You have 2. And you have 1. Gently release your hands as slowly as you came up. You'll come back down 1 vertebrae at a time. Take your feet a little bit wider than your mat, or wider than your hips. Let your knees gently knock in towards each other right here. Just feel your lower back releasing. Let yourself be in stillness. I know movement is so tempting to try and find, but just allow yourself to settle just for a moment. When you're ready, gather your knees back in towards your chest. Take a hold of the outside edges of your feet, happy baby. Draw your knees down towards your armpits. Press your heels up, root down into your lower back, and then press your heels up and away from you. Gentle little rock from side to side. Stay for a beautiful deep breath in and a beautiful deep breath out. Is there anything else that your body needs before we take a couple moments of rest? I'm going to say to take that right now. Otherwise, just bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall wide and just let yourself lie down in this reclined butterfly shape. Your hands can rest out to the sides. They can rest on your body. I always think after doing a lot of twisting, it can feel really nice to kind of take up a lot more space as you rest. So maybe you do choose to reach your arms all the way up overhead. Maybe if you have space, your arms go all the way out to the sides. Do not feel limited just by the space that your mat occupies. Your practice is a lot bigger than that. Stay here for a deep breath in. A deep breath out. Allow your eyes to close and just settle right here into the space that you are in. I would love it if you could try and take at least 10 more breaths here on your own. I know sometimes all that we want to do is to just move on with our day, to get going. We forget about all the rest, all that good stuff. But this is what the practice leads up to, right? So enjoy it. Be here now. This right here is gonna end up my time with you for today, this morning, this evening, it's lunchtime, whatever it is. Thank you so much for showing up, sharing your love and sharing your light and your energy with me today. My name is Liv. I will see you next time.